your own channel. I am Ahir Maitri, your mathematics faculty for class 11th. The chapter which we are going to learn today is probability. If I ask you a question that will it rain today? क्या आज बारिश होगी? The answer is maybe हो बारिश, maybe ना हो बारिश. मौसम देख के लगता है कि शायद 90% बारिश हो. What we are doing? We are trying to find the possibility of happening in certain event. In probability, we've tried to find the possibility of happening and not happening of certain events. The topics which we are going to cover in these lectures are listed down below. The first is classical definition, which we already know, which we have already done in our 10th standard. The next is axiomatic approach. Before finding the probability in questions, we need to know certain terms, the certain basic terminologies for finding it. That are what is a random experiment, what are outcomes, what is sample space, what is an event, how many types of events are there, then algebra of event. We will go through it again. If you don't know, there is no issue, we'll go through it again. So let's start our lecture. First is classical approach. In 10th standard, you have already learned how to find a probability of an event. That was number of favorable outcomes divided by number of possible outcomes. We'll revise it with a question. Let me take a question. I say find probability of 4 coming when you roll a dice. What is the probability of 4 coming as the result when you roll a dice? First, in the formula, we need to find two things, right? What is number of favorable outcome and what is number of possible outcomes. If you roll a dice, मैं जब एक dice throw करती हूँ, how many outcomes I can have? In dice you have total 6 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can have any of this as an outcome. So what is the total number of possible outcomes? It is 6. Number of favorable outcomes. Favorable. What we want, what our question is asking. We want to find the probability of 4 coming, right? How many times our 4 is coming? When in the total outcomes, that is 1 time. So the probability of 4 occurring is 1 by 6. Similarly, if I take an example of tossing a coin, and now I say you to find me the probability of head occurring. Total possibilities again, head and tail. 2. How many times our favorable outcome is there? 1 time. So the probability of head coming is 1 by 2. Similarly, probability of tail coming is 1 by 2. Next, what is a random experiment? In chemistry, if you are doing an experiment to find some salt, you already know what is the outcome. In random experiment, you don't know what is the outcome. You can't predict the outcome in advance. And there is a possibility of more than one outcome. This type of experiment is known as random experiment. मैं जब एक टॉइन को टॉस करती हूँ तो या तो हेड आएगा या तो टेल आएगा. I don't know what is the outcome. More than one possible outcome and I can't predict without throwing a toss, right? मैं एक्सपेरिमेंट के पहले ही अपना रिजल्ट नहीं जज कर सकती. This type of experiment is known as random experiment. Next is outcome. Possible result of random experiment. I have performed the experiment. Now what are the possible results? Those possible results are known as outcome. If I say in coin, head and tail, both are the possible outcomes. In dice, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These all are outcomes. 1 is an outcome, 2 is an outcome. If I say deck of cards, if I am playing cards, मैं पत्ते खेल रही हूँ, and I pick one card. So what can be the outcome? Outcome can be either spade, either heart, one of the card of heart, right? Anything. So these are the outcomes. Next is sample space. I have performed the experiment. We know what can be the possible outcomes. If I put it in a set, let me say, in case of coin, head and tail are the outcomes and the set of all possible outcomes is known as sample space. The set of all possible outcome of a random experiment. Now in your exams for solving the question you should know the sample space of coin, double coin, three coin, single and double dice, deck of cards. You need to know the sample space. This is very important for your exam. For before solving the question you should know this. So we will solve it one by one. First, what is the sample space when you toss a single coin? It is head and tail. Second, what is a sample space of a double coin toss? Double coin. C1 is H. Let me say C2 is coin 2. It also has possibility of head and a tail. So, अब यहाँ पे परम्यूटेशन यूज होगा. कितने टोटल आउटकम्स पॉसिबल है जब आप दो कॉइन्स को साथ में टॉस कर रहे हैं. लेट्स से in my first coin I get head. There is a possibility that with first coin the second coin is also showing head. With that first coin head, the second coin is showing tail. Similarly, if I say we fix the tail as the first outcome of coin 1, then the second coin can be head, can be tail. So this is a sample space of our double coin tossed. 3 coin tossed. So the sample space, what is the sample space of 3 coin toss? I am saying you the formula. In the case of coin, sample space, number of elements in sample space is 2 raised to n. N is number of coins tossed. This is a formula you can use to find. Here our n is 3. So in sample space we will have 8 elements. The elements of sample space are known as sample point. HH is a sample point, HD is a sample point. So in case of 3 coins you will have 8 sample points. What are those sample points? We will find it. Let's say for finding, you should first write head, tail, half the number. अगर मेरे पास 8 टोटल आउटकम्स है तो मैं 4 बार हेड लिख लूँगी, 4 बार टेल लिख लूँगी. अब नेक्स्ट के लिए 8 का हाफ होता है 4 का हाफ होता है 2. तो अब नेक्स्ट के लिए मैं हेड टेल हेड टेल 2 का हाफ होता है 1. हेड टेल. These are the 8 outcomes. This is the sample space when you toss 3 coins simultaneously. Next is a dice. What is the sample space of a dice? I want you to pause the video and find it yourself. What is the sample space of a dice? Sample space of dice is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Double dice. For double dice, the sample space is write 1 as. पहले डाइस में हम 1 को फिक्स कर लेते हैं और दूसरे डाइस में हम क्या क्या पॉसिबिलिटी हो सकती है. 1 हो सकता है, 2 हो सकता है, 3 हो सकता है, 4 हो सकता है, 5 हो सकता है, 6 हो सकता है. Similarly, when I fix the first outcome of the die 1 as 2, similarly you can get 2 1, 2 2, 2 3, 2 6 for all up to 6 1, 6 2, 6 6. This is the sample space when you roll 2 dice, that is 36 sample points. The next very famous questions are from the deck of cards. Total there are total of 52 cards. They are divided in 13. 13 spades, 13 hearts, 13 diamonds, 13 clubs. In which in each 13 cards you have 1 king, 1 queen, 1 jack, 1 ace and 2 to 10 cards. So 3 face cards and 10 number cards, total of 13. These are the quite few famous sample spaces you should know before solving the questions of probability. The next topic is event. Event basically is a subset of our sample space. Let's say our random experiment of rolling a dice, right? What was the sample space? 1 to 6. If I say that find me the probability of even numbers, right? Like if I define even as even numbers, so what outcomes can we have in our even? 2, 4 and 6. You can clearly see even is a subset of our sample space. ठीक है, अब रैंडम एक्सपेरिमेंट हो गया, हमें आउटकम पता चल गया, सैम्पल स्पेस पता चल गया, इवेंट पता चल गया. अब हम देखेंगे इवेंट ऑकर हो रहा है, ऐसा ऐसा हम कब बोलेंगे? व्हेन वी विल से दैट आवर इवेंट हैज बीन ऑकर्ड. इफ आई से now I have defined some event A1. Now I perform the experiment. अब मैंने रूल करा डाइस को and my outcome is 3. Clearly 3 does not belongs to even. So we will say even has not occurred. Now I roll the dice again and I get 2. 2 belongs to even. So we will say even has occurred. The definition also says that you can clearly read it. Next. Types of events. First is impossible event. Impossible. If I take an example, rolling of dice, and I define even as number greater than 7. Now how many times you will roll a dice? You will always get from outcome as from 1 to 6 because our sample space is 1 to 6. So we can clearly see even will never occur, right? Also, after watching this video, your concepts will be crystal clear. That is a sure event. What is an impossible event here? That you will be weak in probability after watching this video. Sure event. If I define E2 as number, natural number, let's say E2 is occurrence of natural number. अब आप कितनी भी बार रोल करो डाइस को, your E2 will always occur. Why? Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is a natural number. Next, simple event. कोई भी event का अगर, let's say there is an event, it has only one sample point from the sample space. This type of event is known as simple event. If I say tossing of coin, in tossing of coin, even is head, occurrence of an head, occurrence of head. So even is H, only one sample point. Total sample space was head and tail. We have only one sample point in our event. This type of event is known as simple event. Next, compound event. सिंपल से एकदम ऑपोजिट. अगर अपने इवेंट के पास एक से ज़्यादा सैम्पल पॉइंट हो तो उस टाइप के इवेंट्स को हम बोलेंगे कंपाउंड इवेंट. नेक्स्ट, ओके, वी आर डन विद टाइप्स ऑफ इवेंट्स. नेक्स्ट इज एल्जेब्रा ऑफ इवेंट्स. फर्स्ट, कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री इवेंट. For every event A, there corresponds another event A dash, which is also known as not A. Set theory में हमने पढ़ा कि अगर कोई set है अपने पास A, तो A dash is all points in the set with minus the points in set A. If I say in rolling of dice only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, event 1 was occurrence of number 1. So even was 1. What will be even dash? उसके अलावा सैम्पल पॉइंट में सारे पॉइंट्स. सो 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. वेन डायग्राम में शो करूँ मैं. इफ दिस इज A, रेस्ट ऑल इज A कॉम्प्लीमेंट. नेक्स्ट, इवेंट A और B. सेट थियोरी को रिकॉल करो. इवेंट A और B इज सिमिलर टू A यूनियन B. ऐसे सारे एलिमेंट जो इवेंट A में भी आते हो और इवेंट B में भी आते हो, उन सारे एलिमेंट्स को अपने बोलेंगे इवेंट A और B और A यूनियन B. A यूनियन B. इफ आई से एग्जाम्पल ले लेते हैं, रोलिंग ऑफ डाइस ही लेंगे. एक सैम्पल स्पेस वॉज 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. आई एम डिफाइनिंग इवन एज नेचुरल नंबर्स. less than 3. E2 is natural number more than 3. So E1 में कौन कौन से आएंगे? 1 and 2. E2 में कौन कौन से सैम्पल पॉइंट्स आएंगे? 4 and 5. E1 और E2, E1 union E2 is 1, 2, 4, 5. Venn diagram में शो करूँ मैं तो it is already shown below. This is the universal set, that is sample space. Next, even A and B सेट थियरी को वापस याद करेंगे एंड ऐसे सारे एलिमेंट्स, ऐसे सारे सैम्पल पॉइंट्स जो A में भी है, जो B में भी है, कॉमन पॉइंट्स. अगर वही एग्जाम्पल ले, E1 था 1, 2, E2 था 4, 5. So E1 and E2 is 5 because no such sample points which are in E1 and in E2. Next, even A but not B. A minus B. सेट थियरी में हमने पढ़ा था A minus B, ऐसे सारे एलिमेंट्स ऑफ सेट जो A में हो बट B में ना हो. कैन बी ऑल्सो डिनोटेड एज A यूनियन B इंटरसेक्शन. कैसे? सॉरी, A इंटरसेक्शन B कॉम्प्लीमेंट. कैसे होगा ये? B कॉम्प्लीमेंट. व्हाट इज B कॉम्प्लीमेंट? ऑल दोज एलिमेंट्स जो B में ना हो. सो दिस इज B कॉम्प्लीमेंट. इंटरसेक्ट इट विथ A. So what you will get? This area. This is A intersection B complement is also A, the even A but not B. अगर वही एग्जाम्पल में सोचे, नो लेट मी टेक अनदर एग्जाम्पल. S was 1 to 6, क्योंकि उसमें वापस फिर 5 ही आ जाएगा, राइट? वो नल सेट ही बनेगा. सो E1 इज, लेट मी डिफाइन E1 इज S नंबर ग्रेटर देन 5. लेट मी डिफाइन E2 as नंबर लेस देन 6. इसमें क्या आएगा? ऑल्सो ग्रेटर देन और इक्वल टू डाल देता. सो 5, 6. इसमें क्या आएगा? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. E1 minus E2 is 5. ऐसे सारे एलिमेंट्स जो E1 में है और E2 के कॉम्प्लीमेंट में. E2 का कॉम्प्लीमेंट में क्या आएगा? E2 के कॉम्प्लीमेंट में क्या कौन सा आएंगे? 6. सो आंसर इज 6. E2 is 6, so E1 intersection E2 dash is 5, 6 intersection 6, which is 6. Next, mutually exclusive event. exclude करना. ऐसे सारे events जिनमें कुछ common ही ना हो, they have nothing in common, which do not occur simultaneously. ऐसे which have no points in common. This type of events are known as mutually exclusive event. Our first example which we took was E1 as 1, 2, natural number less than 3. E2 we took as 4, 5, 6, natural number greater than 3. We can clearly see E1 and E2 has no point in common. So E1 and E2 are mutually exclusive events. Remark: simple events of sample spaces are always mutually exclusive. Simple events क्या होता था? जिसके पास सिर्फ एक sample point हो. Let's say E1 was 1, E2 was 2. Two different simple events will always be mutually exclusive because they will have no points in common because they have only one sample point itself. Next is exhausting events, right? What is it? If I say ऐसे सारे events जिनका यूनियन करके मेरे को वापस सैम्पल स्पेस मिल रहा हो, दैट टाइप ऑफ इवेंट इज नोन एज एग्जॉस्टिक इवेंट्स. और डिफरेंट वे टू सी इट इज, ऐसे सारे इवेंट्स you will definitely get one of the event occurred when as an outcome. Let's say E1 was 1 2, number less than 3. E2 is 4 5 6, number greater than 3. E3 is 3, number 3. अब मैं जब एक डाइस को रोल करूंगी, डेफिनेटली इन तीनों में से कोई एक इवेंट तो जरूर ऑकर करेगा. दिस टाइप ऑफ इवेंट्स आर नोन एज एक्सॉस्टिक इवेंट्स. नेक्स्ट इज फाइनली वी आर टूवर्ड्स आवर एंड, एक्सियोमेटिक अप्रोच टू प्रोबेबिलिटी. सिंपल डेफिनेशन हमें पता है प्रोबेबिलिटी का, राइट? दिस आर द फ्यू एक्सियोम्स विच you can use to find the probability of certain events. The first axiom is सारी sample points का probability 0 से 1 के बीच में होगा. This we already know. We have studied in our 10th standard. Next is summation of each probability of each sample point is 1. What we can imply? Probability of sample space is also 1, because what is in sample space? All our events, and probability of summation of all our events is 1. How to find probability of any event? Let's say I am having E1 as some x1 comma x2. Now I want to find the probability of E1. So it is nothing else but probability of x1 plus probability of x2. So probability of sample spaces, probability summation of probability of each sample points. प्रॉपर्टी 2 से हमें पता चला ये 1 होगा. सो प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ सैम्पल स्पेस इज ऑलवेज 1. एंड नेक्स्ट इज प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ अ नल सेट. प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ फाई इज ऑलवेज 0. These are the few axioms you can use to find the probability in different questions. Next is probability of an event. We'll do a question with the help of axioms which we learned before right now. Question करते हैं. The sample space of this experiment is this. What is this experiment? Can anyone say? It is tossing of 2 coins. Right? We have discussed the sample space of tossing of 2 coins, which was this only. Now, probability are assigned as probability of occurrence of head-head is 1 by 4. Probability of occurrence of head-tail is 1 by 7. Probability of occurrence of tail head is 2 by 7. Probability of occurrence of tail tail is 9 by 28. आपने एक चीज़ नोटिस करी यहाँ पे. दिस इज नॉट इक्वली लाइकली प्रोबेबिलिटी, राइट? अगर वो होता तो सब एलिमेंट्स का प्रोबेबिलिटी होता 1 by 4, बट इट इज़ नॉट लाइक दैट, राइट? The case in which we find the probability of equally probable outcomes, it is a special case of our axiomatic approach. If you want, I can derive the formula which was m by n, which we studied in our 10th standard, from the axiomatic or from the axioms we learned. Comment down below if you want the proof of that. Okay, now coming back to our question. Find the probability of event E. What is the event E? पढ़ो आप event E क्या है. Both the tosses yield the same result. दोनों tosses में same result अपने पास है. Same result मतलब head है तो दूसरे toss का भी result head है, tail है तो दूसरे toss का भी result tail ही है. So E1 has HH and tail tail. Now we want to find the probability of E1. हमने axiom में क्या पढ़ा? Probability of an event is summation of probability of its elements in that event, right? So probability of HH plus probability of tail tail, which we are given 1 by 4 plus 9 by 28. This is the probability of event. Do the summation by yourself. इस तरह by the use of axioms we can find the probability of certain events, right? Next is another question. We will try to use the algebra of events which we learned in this question. Example is toss a coin twice. Again इसका sample space क्या था? Head. पहले हर एक क्वेश्चन का आप सैम्पल स्पेस लिख लीजिए तो आपको आसानी होगी आगे सॉल्व करने में. इवेंट ए इज डिफाइंड एज एटलीस्ट वन हेड. सो इवेंट ए में क्या आएगा? एच टी एच. एटलीस्ट मतलब एक या एक से ज़्यादा. बी एटलीस्ट वन टेल. तो इसमें क्या आएगा? हेड टेल हेड टेल. Find all three. एक एक करके we will find all three. First is probability of A or B. Okay. Many students क्या करता है? A और B को वो A union B जैसे we discuss. They do it as probability of A plus probability of B. This is wrong. This is not the right formula. In set theory also you have already learned that A union B is A plus B minus A intersection B. Probability also, you will see that probability of A union B is probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. ऐसा क्यों? वेन डायग्राम सोचो, ये A है ये B है. probability of A plus B में आप ये कॉमन सेट को ट्वाइस गिन लेते हो. You will count it as twice. So we have to subtract it once to find the correct answer. मैं आपको करके बताती हूँ. Let's say probability of A is 3/4. Probability of B is 3/4. Probability of A plus probability of B will be 3/4 plus 3/4. 2 of 3/4, that is 3/2. Now if I find A union B, what is it? HH, HT, TH, TT. Whole sample space, right? Probability of sample space is 1. 1 is not equals to 3/2. But if I find A intersection B, what is it? HT, TH. Now if I find the probability of A intersection B, so that is probability of HT plus probability of TH. That is 2/4. 1/2 plus 1/2, that is 1. Now we get 1/4 plus, I'm very sorry, probability of HH is 1/4 plus 1/4, that is 2/4, that is half. Now if I say 3/4 plus 3/4 minus half, that is 3/2 minus half, that is 1. Now that is equals to probability of A union. So remember that probability of A union B is never equals to probability of A plus probability of B. It is probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. Note it down somewhere because this is a very common mistake all students make. Next is probability of A and B. We already found the intersection probability in this only, so we'll move forward. Next is probability of not A complement, right? Try to find it out until I erase the board. Okay, probability of not A. Probability of A complement. First of all, what is A complement? ऐसे सारे elements जो A में ना हो, what are they? Tail. So probability of A complement is probability of tail. What is it? 1/4. You can also find it as probability of A complement is 1 minus probability of A. Can you prove it? Can we prove it? Try to prove it. Otherwise, I'll help you to prove it. Why is probability of A complement is 1 minus probability of A? Okay. We know that A complement and A. What are this? These are exhausting events. कोई एक तो occur होगा ही. If not A, then A complement. If A, then if A complement, then A. And these are also mutually exclusive. Mutually exclusive, right? And we also know A complement union A is S. A complement intersection A is 5. So probability of A complement union A is equals to probability of A complement plus probability of A minus probability of A intersection A complement from the above formula which we saw just now, that is probability of A union B is probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. What is A union A complement? Probability of S. Sample space, right? This is A intersection A complement is 5. Probability of 5 is 0. Probability of sample space is 1. So probability of A complement plus probability of A is 1. So probability of A complement is 1 minus probability of A. These are the two important things which we learned in this section. Please remember it. We will use it very commonly while solving the examples. Okay. So by this, with the use of algebra of events, we found 3 probabilities, right? Next is the question, and then we will end our session. In this session you have already covered all the important concepts which you need for solving questions of probability. We'll do this question. A bag contains 9 discs. अब एक बैग के पास 9 डिस्क है, from which 4 are red, 3 are blue, 2 are yellow. The discs are similar in size and shape. A disc is drawn at random from the bag. बैग में से हम कोई भी एक random डिस्क निकाल रहे हैं. What is the calculate the probability of first red, occurring of red. Event 1 is occurrence of red disc. So probability of E1 is probability of getting red. Probability of getting red is total possible outcomes. कितने possible हो सकते हैं अपने sample space. अपना sample space क्या होगा? 4 red disc, 3 blue disc, 2 yellow disc. So total possible hour is 4 upon whole possible is 9. So probability of E1 is 4 by 9. You can find of yellow and blue, it is same only. 4th not blue. अभी हमने just derive किया probability of not blue, which will be equal to 1 minus probability of blue. 1 minus probability of blue is 3 by 9. So 9 by 3 by 9, that is 6 by 9. Next is either red or blue. Or what was or? Union. What will be that equals to? Probability of red plus probability of blue minus probability of intersection of red union red intersection B. Red intersection B, इन दोनों इवेंट अगर ऐसा कोई बॉल होगा जो रेड भी हो जो ब्लू भी हो, ऐसा तो कोई अपने पास डिस्क नहीं होगा. सो रेड इंटरसेक्शन बी इज 5. सो प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ 5. सो प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ रेड यूनियन बी इज प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ रेड प्लस प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ ब्लू. Probability of red is 4 by 9 plus probability of blue is 2 by 9. It is 6 by 9 again. By this we have solved few questions and we have gone through all the concepts of probability. Okay, one more last thing. अगर कोई म्यूचुअली एक्सक्लूसिव इवेंट हो, म्यूचुअली एक्सक्लूसिव मतलब A इंटरसेक्शन B वो क्या हो अपना 5. तो उस अब अगर मैं probability of A union B बोलूँ तो वो क्या होगा? probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. Now in this case it will equal to A probability of A plus probability of B. हमने अभी ये एग्जाम्पल में देखा, जस्ट ऐसा ही. ओके, थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग दिस लेक्चर. follow us for the next lectures. In next lectures we will start the exercise of our NCERT. One by one we will solve each and every question thoroughly. Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel. Meet you guys until next one. Thank you.